Welcome to High School Sports on the Harford Cable Network. I'm Don Morrison, my partner Bob McCone. Bob, the opening day of the 2019-2020 season, always exciting for a basketball coach in a program.
Absolutely. You've been practicing enough now. You want to see someone else. Other than the scrimmages you had, you want it to be for real. And now we have, two really fine teams in Bel Air and Harford Tech. Over 500, both of them last year. Bel Air was 10-4 in the Susquehanna League last year, and Harford Tech finished second to Joppatown in the Chesapeake division last year. And they both have a number of players back. Good athletes, guys who scored. Bel Air has their leading scorer back at 17 points a game.
Yeah, the Bobcats, Piercy, who averaged 17 points a game, Adam Piercy. It is the Bel Air Bobcats, the home team. Bel Air in the Susquehanna division, Harford Tech in the Chesapeake division. So they are interdivisional rivalry here tonight. But if you look at as you said, Harford Tech did very well in the Chesapeake division last year, whereas Bel Air did very well in the Susquehanna. So we're looking at, if you can judge by people coming back and so forth, this could be a very competitive game. And one, Bob, as you know, getting off the snide in the first game of the year, you want to have that first win under your belt.
Yeah, and I've always wondered whether it helps to play at home or play on the road. When you play in front of your fans, you better be hustling. You better be doing all the little things to play well. And I'm not sure you want a really great team to come in and play against you in that first game, because there's a lot of cobwebs you have to get out at that particular point. And if you're the away team, you love to steal a win away from home, so that when you come back home, your fans are excited because you're already 1-0, and the season has started on a positive note.
Well, the Harford Tech Cobras, coached by Drew Gill. Drew in his second season as the head coach for the Harford Tech Cobras. Meantime, Bel Air coached by Alex Darko. Alex in his sixth year. Two very fine young coaches, very dedicated to their programs. Two coaches who are not teachers in their particular school. That's always an interesting dynamic.
Yes, well, the first thing is we watched the JV game, which there was a lot of talent on the floor, and eventually Harford Tech just up the lead and won by about 13 or 14. But a lot of talent on both sides in that basketball game. And the other factor in that game is that one of our old favorites, Mark West, played on the Aberdeen High School State Championship way back in 1976. Has a son on a JV team here now at Harford Tech. And so it's it's good to see some old people around that you remember.
Yeah, let's say long time. Old is probably...
That's me.
We were old when they were young, so that's a tough thing. Starting lineups being announced: Jamal Wright, Enoch Weirdu for Harford Tech now, TJ Lowry, Bradley Hall, and Corey Harris. That's the starting lineup. You're seeing Jamal Wright Jr. being announced. Jamal, 5'8", 121-pound senior. Enoch Weirdo, number 10, Weirdu, I should say, a senior. TJ Lowry, a junior. TJ averaging 8 points a game last year, one of the returners. Bradley Hall is number 23, and 14 is Corey Harris on the floor for Harford Tech. He's 6'3", 194-pound senior. That's the starting lineup for the Harford Tech Cobras, dressed, as you can see, in the dark black uniforms with the gold trim. Bel Air Bobcats in their home white uniform. Bobcats returning 3 players, so Harford Tech also returning 3. Harford Tech, we should mention, without Curtis McKissitt. Curtis is one of their starters who was injured in the football season, working his way back.
Yes.
Number 10 is Brandon Kessner. Brandon, the 6'4.5" junior. Check it, that's number 30, I'm sorry, Andrew Tredenik, the first one announced. Now you see number 10, and that's Brandon Kessner.
11.
Missing their numbers. Dominic McKinney-George, they call him D&G. And number 4 is Adam Piercy. And number 1, thanks, Bob, that's Cam Miller. Cam is a 6'4.5" senior. And here we have the last one announced is number 10, Brandon Kessner. That's the starting lineup for the Bel Air Bobcats. Miller, Piercy, Kessner, McKinney-George, and Tredenik starting for the Bel Air Bobcats. Now to our country, Here is our national anthem. Just about ready to get underway. 4 8-minute periods. And Bob, we remind folks for the second year we have a 30-second shot clock in high school basketball. It doesn't normally get down to that, but it's good to see that shot clock. I think both you and I agree that it was long overdue for boys basketball.
Yes. I mean, with the pro game, with the shot clock forever, with the college game, you know, changing to the shot clock.
And even the girls game was always.
And the girls game was pretty much always had the shot clock to try to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
And now the boys finally have come around, and 30 seconds is a lot of time to run a lot of offense in 30 seconds.
Tommy A. Walt and Jeff Rawls are the two officials tonight. Just about ready to get underway. The opening salvo of the 2019-20 season, and both teams, as Bob and I said, anxious to get off to a good start. Doesn't count in their division, their conference, but it does count in seeding, getting to the tournament eventually in February. All set to go. The jump occurring. Cam Miller for Bel Air. All the way back, it's Jamal Wright, Jr., the 5'8", 121-pound senior with the ball. Bob, looks like they're playing man-to-man.
Yeah, they're playing a little man here.
Lots of time on the shot clock.
And they're now down to under 10, so now they're running their set play here. High screen.
3 seconds, gets it off. It's going to be in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bel Air Bobcats, taken away, and it goes out of bounds. It will.
And he tried to dribble that off to try to pick it up and try to dribble, but it's really tough to do.
Bobcats ball.
It helps to grab it.
Dominic McKinney-George, DMG as he's called.
Yeah, they just changed the shot clock from 26 seconds, and they changed possession. It should be 30.
Underway here at the Bel Air Bobcats indoor stadium. Just at Cameron, so I call everything an indoor stadium.
Yeah, now we're getting the
nice pass.
I was
back.
just at Cameron.
Little one-handed push shot off the mark and rebounded by number 13, T.J. Lowry. Out of bounds it goes.
Now Morrison,
about 1 minute into the game.
He and his wife were just at Duke watching Duke play at Cameron Stadium, and he can't control himself right now.
My dear wife, she said, if I die right now, it's I've lived what I need to live. She really enjoyed it. No score. We're inside actually a minute into the game. Looking for the three. In and out it goes. Rebound comes off into the hands of number 10, Brandon Kessner for the Bel Air Bobcats. And here goes DMG with the ball.
DMG's a sophomore guard.
And he makes the first points of the night. Heavily guarded. That didn't matter. DMG put it up. A sophomore, Bob, as you said. Looking for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes to Harford Tech. Up, no good. That rebound was by 14, Corey Harris. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot two. Foul on DMG.
No, he's underneath it. He wasn't shooting, they said.
Oh, my goodness. Looked like a shooting violation to me.
It was close.
Foul on DMG. Still Tech ball. Down 2-0. Back out front it comes. Shooting from the head of the key. Off the front of the rim, no good. That shot by Bradley Hall. Rebound
Harford
comes off
Tech's
to
running
Cam
some nice offense, and I'm not sure the quality of shot is matching the quality of the offense they're running to get themselves the shots.
DMG, I'm not sure if he was trying to pass or shoot, but he loses it. Out of bounds it goes. Bob, there's such a fine line between being aggressive and out of control.
Well, it's tough to dribble through 3 people.
Yeah.
You know, it usually means stop a step ahead of that and make the pass to somebody that's open. Look, there's a nice roll right there.
Nice roll inside, off Harford Tech, out of bounds. Bradley Hall couldn't control the pass.
It was tough. His arm was hit as he was going past, catching the ball.
Yeah.
Got his arm hit there. It was
walking the ball up now for the Bobcats is Tredenick. Inside it goes. A little
nice
extra step. Yep, Jeff Rawls picked it up. We were watching the pro game last night where King James walked about 5 steps and the officials missed it.
Never. Well, they didn't miss it.
Oh, he just walked.
They just ignored it.
He picked the ball up and walked with it. It was
but
amazing.
you said they missed it. I said they ignored it.
That's true. Well, Jeff Rawls was right on that one. Still 2-0. Bobcats have the 2 points. Driving the baseline, Hall with the shot. Nice rebound. Lost away. Diving for the ball.
That's his second.
Bobcats ball.
Ooh, I don't know about that. That's his second offensive rebounds.
He being Corey Harris.
Now Bel Air's in a 1-4, straight 1-4 high offense where the post people screen each other. They screen the ball on the wing. They run a cutter through. Then nice little wrinkle there. Point guard goes down and screens the opposite side wing.
Driving through the middle, he's fouled. That's Cam Miller, the 6'4.5" senior.
Strong, big, strong kid.
19 points a game last year, 12 rebounds. He transferred from Ben Franklin last year, Ben Franklin High School. The senior is Cam Miller. Miller will shoot 2. Foul, by the way, was on Corey Harris. That's his second foul. We
only played 3 minutes.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Staying in the game right now, number 14. Missing the first was Miller. Misses them both. Battling for the rebound and coming away with the T.J. Lowry. Push shot off the back of the rim, no good.
Well, he had that. Bradley Hall had that shot lined up from the rebound for the first pass that he got, and it was like, I've got this.
Good look, but it didn't go in. Tredenick now, the point guard. A little bad
pass was behind him, yeah.
Lowry with the interception.
Nice pass right there.
Great pass. Great pass there, and the conversion.
And, Bradley Hall with
time Hall got it.
Yeah.
That was from Lowry. We're tied at 2. We are about almost halfway through the first period. A low-scoring first period. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Tredenick cut off. Rebound in the ball game for Bel Air. Miller driving, can't get it to fall. Rebound Hall. Just about 4 minutes into the game. Open shot, looking for it. It's going to be off the back of the rim, no good. Tredenick with the rebound. Neither team able to get their shots
now
to fall.
They've moved Tredenick to the point.
Yep, that's they're calling Tommy Awalt, again, another thing you don't see called in the pros, that palming the ball, turning it over.
Now they've moved Tredenick over to the point. In DMG, they slid him over to the wing now.
DMG, a sophomore. Dominic McKinney-George.
Tough to play sophomore point guards.
Yeah. You have to control everything. Hall again with the shot. Long rebound, controlled by Harford Tech in the hands of Enoch Weirdu. Driving the baseline, give it up.
That's
Can't
2 nice passes.
Brandon Kessner with the rebound.
By Lowry. He didn't hit the shot, but pass was really nice. Ooh.
Long shot off the rim, or I should say clear nothing. There's a number 4 in the ball game. I don't have a 4 on my roster.
Is it Adam Piercy?
No, not for the... Yes, it is. You're right. Thank you. It is Adam Piercy. Kestner with the rebound again.
That's why you pay me all the little bucks.
We pay you? Almost going backcourt, DMG. Well, I'm impressed, though. He holds up the hand. Bob calling out the play. Sophomore calling out plays for juniors and seniors.
Yeah. Looked like his own play he called.
And the rebound, Kestner comes in, gets the rebound, and makes the shot. Puts his team up 4-2. Double dribble is the call.
Ooh, that ball bounced a little high, Mr. Official. Man, when I was coaching Avery, any of our kids ever did something like that? They never did, but if they would have, they'd have called that.
Tredenick driving, gives it up. Miller with the long shot, looking for three off the front of the rim. Kestner rebound, won't fall. Rebound comes off over the back is the call.
Well, he fouled him on the first offensive rebound. He didn't foul him on the second, so I guess he was making up, getting him for, well, if you do it twice, I got to get you for the first one.
Get you for the first one. Kestner with the foul. Gosh, we're about 2 minutes and 26 left in this period. 4-2, Bel Air leading.
It feels like forever, doesn't it?
It does. New player in the ball game for Tech.
Here we go. We got 24 in the basketball game for Tech.
Miller, that's Ryan Hunt. Miller with the layup. Boy, that's a nice play. Hunt was the football quarterback, Bob, for 3 years. That team at Harford Tech was undefeated when he was a junior, 9-2 this year. Foul called on the drive. No, they're going to say a non-shooting foul. Be taken out on the side.
Yep. You have to change it from your bob to your sob. From the baseline out of bounds to the sideline out of bounds.
I got it. Tredenick with the foul, his first. Team's third. Looking for the three. Off the front of the rim, still no good. They put up a lot of shots. None have fallen. That's Piercy with the ball. But out of the corner. Tredenick with the save. Piercy with the drive up and good. Adam Piercy. That's an 8-2 lead for Bel Air. Driving all the way, putting it up and good.
Lowry.
TJ Lowry.
Looks like Harford Tech is sliding into a one-on-one game.
Minute 30 left in the first period.
And Bel Air has been working the basketball a little bit here.
Almost. Tredenick comes out and saves it. Miller driving, puts it up right-handed for the shot and good. He's got 4. His team's got 10. 10-4 the lead.
He's a little strong around the basket.
Nice drive. He didn't stop him.
Hey, I got to go out in the hall and check to see if there's any defense going on out there, because there's none going on in here at this point.
TJ Lowry, 10-6. Defense is what goes around the farm, Bob. Is that the truth?
Defense, yeah. Something you jump over when things aren't going well or somebody's chasing you.
Almost a takeaway. Saved by Tredenick. Piercy with the drive. Oh, nice rebound by Kestner. Goes over the back. From 3, no good. A rebound, Lowry.
Kestner really battles on the offensive glass.
Long 3, looking for it. Good.
Whoa.
From the corner.
That's Weirdo.
That is Mr. Weirdo.
Nothing weird do about that shot. That was
actually
excellent.
R.J. Hinton, number 11.
Oh, it was 11. I thought it was 10. Oh, he snuck in on me.
Yeah. R.J. Hinton just off the bench. He says, I can shoot it. 10-9. Take away, but I think a foul is going to be called. Tommy Awalt says, hey, you can't do that.
Now that fast, Harford Tech has picked up the game and scored, like 6 points in the last like 40 seconds.
With 25.9 seconds left in the first period. Piercy with the ball. Adam Piercy, the 6'2" junior. New man in the ball game. Number 5, that's Zach Lee. Number 10, number 5, the 5'10" sophomore.
A lot of dribble drive stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's the other team's ball.
I like it. TJ Lowry said, if you want to give me the ball, I'll take it. Pretty cute, Bob. Looks like one of your tricks.
Yeah, right.
Zach Lee will put it in play. 17 seconds left in this first period. Piercy now running the point. Kestner puts it up, gets it to fall. Brandon Kestner's got 4.
He's a true post player, Brandon Kestner.
Taken away. 2 seconds, 1 second. Good if it goes, and it will not. So we finished the first period with the Bobcats leading by 12-9. Bob, what do you see?
Well, both teams are playing man defense. It looked to me early on there was a scramble, just trying to, first game of the year, trying to get the nerves out and things. It looked that way for most of the quarter. Bel Air stayed the more consistent, and Kestner was a lot of it around the basket for them. And, he looks like a true post player, an old-time fashion post player.
Yeah, he's 6'4" and a half. He's got good size, got good girth.
And he bangs. He continually goes at it.
He's got that one foul, and Bob, I think you said he could have had 2 because he was over the back a couple of times, but does a good job of controlling his body, being able to get to the ball.
Yeah, and then Harford Tech, they have some athleticism, so they're trying to go one-on-one at times, and they're getting to the basket and, sometimes not scoring. And I thought T.J. Lowry had 2 great passes. One of them they scored off of. One the kid didn't make the layup off of.
Bob, it's a late arriving crowd, and we should explain this game started at 5:15, so a lot of the fans coming in, getting off work on this Thursday night.
Yes.
Did that affect you at all, playing a Thursday night? Normally you play Friday, playing at 5:15 rather than 6:45. As a coach or a player, does that have an impact?
I have to tell you, I never really liked the afternoon games. We used to go down into the Catholic League and play Mount St. Joe and Calvert Hall and Archbishop Curley. And their games were always 3:30 games.
From the corner, looking for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. That was Zach Lee. Kestner banging in there again.
Ooh, that was a foul.
That's going to be the second foul on Kestner.
Kestner play football? If he doesn't, he should have. He's aggressive enough.
He started since as a freshman. Actually, he plays volleyball.
Yeah, but I didn't like the afternoon game, so to speak, because the kids are just getting out of school, and you get out of school, you travel, and you go. I like the kids kind of going home, relaxing, getting some stuff, and coming back an hour and a half later, and having been fed.
Kestner will sit down, and Miller will replace him. Kestner with the 2 fouls. That's Ryan Hunt.
But I will tell you, when we won, I really liked it.
Oh, nice drive. Big rebound. Good job coming up and making the rebound was Jordan Reiswick. Jordan just in the ball game. Jordan 6'2 and a half. Ooh. Put the ball down before you shuffle the feet, Jordan, says his coach.
Says the official, that's all that counts.
That's all that counts. Second-year player, also a volleyball player. Got a chance to do the championship volleyball match, and Reiswick was on that championship Bel Air team.
I understand they're very good.
They are very good. Come the Cobras. Down by 3. Hunt cut off. Almost has to take away. Hunt with the save. From the corner, no good. Rebound. Miller battling for it, comes away with it. Cam Miller says, hey, my ball, get away from me. No points here in this second period. We're about a minute and a half in. Almost taken away.
Well, there's a big mismatch. They had a big mismatch down there with Cam Miller.
Dominic McKinney-George, DMG as he's called.
CJ Scandals, but they didn't get the ball to him fast enough.
Looks like the foul is going to be called as DMG driving. Looks like they're going to call the foul on Enoch Weirdo. Nope, it's on actually number 21, Makai Pope, his first. From the corner, looking for 3, Zach Lee. He's got it. Lee now expands to 6, 15-9.
Nice out of bounds play they just ran.
Tech moving the ball. Taken away, that's Miller.
Zach Lee's also a sophomore. So they have some young depth on this team.
Miller looking for 3. Good!
I'll tell you what,
Adam Piercy.
That was an excellent shot. He had great form on that shot. Stepped into it, and had the sweet wrist and follow through and drop the fingers in the basket. Excellent shot. It really looked good technically.
It surely did. Piercy, a junior who played last year as a sophomore. Transfer from John Carroll as a sophomore was Piercy.
Yeah, 17 points a game last year, so he can shoot it.
You'll see the replay, and you'll see what Bob was talking about, this great form. Miller has the ball.
Dribble, drive, kick out.
And that's an NBA three also.
Boom.
That ball was about, what, 25
No,
feet?
it's now an NCAA three.
That's true. That's going to make a difference in the NCAA. That extra.
It makes it. You know, they're talking about the three-point shot percentages coming down, and every once in a while they're mentioning that the line's out further. But they made it sound like all the teams can't shoot this year all of a sudden. But the line's 2 feet out further.
We lost our monitor here. We'll assume we're still on air. Driving. Nice block there by Miller. Driving with the one-hander was Lowry, but Miller got a hand on it. TNG loosed it, picks it up, and now Lowry with the ball.
Now see, that's a sophomore mental mistake. He's got Piercy in the corner by himself, and he's dribbling it. He drew his defender, Piercy's defender. And you got to kick that ball out to your best shooter, especially after he made the shot. You feed the people who are hot.
Yep, Tredenick comes in, and I have a feeling that Coach Darko will be telling DNG exactly that hey,
that's
we
a
want you
sophomore.
aggressive.
You know, it's a sophomore thing. You just
first time we've seen the press, Bobby.
Yep. Just
Tredenick breaks it, gets it to Miller.
Look underneath.
Kick ball, no call. Tech gets the ball. That's right. Right will be fouled.
Every time you slap down at the ball like that, it's an automatic call by the official. Whether you touch the kid or not, it doesn't matter.
Jamal Wright Jr.
It
going
just
to
looks
the line.
vicious.
It fouls on Tredenick. That's his second. Team's fifth. Off the front of the rim, no good. Jamal Wright Jr., 5'8", 121 pounds, 2.5 points a game and 1.8 rebounds last year as a sophomore.
It looks to me, Don, at this particular point that the Bel Air big men with Kessner and Miller have really done a lot of damage inside, and now that they got Piercy outside who can shoot the basketball.
Caden Morris in the ball game for Bel Air. Sitting down was Reiswick. Oh, great pass. Piercy can't get it to fall, and now gets his own rebound and makes the shot. Piercy with 7, his team with 20, doubling up on Tech. Driving one-hander, it's good. That's Hall. Bradley Hall, who gets the points, and
that was an excellent response because the game looked like it started to slip away. It was 20-10.
And Bob, that was not an easy shot. He was in the air, had to adjust.
But it's back to their one-on-one again, and usually you get enough of those one-on-ones, and you're going to shoot 30% instead of.
That's 5 for Hall. Good job by the Bobcats breaking that press. Tredenick up and shooting. Tredenick fighting the rebound, but it comes off to the Cobras. That's Corey Harris. And Harris with the basket.
If nothing else, the press has picked up the tempo from Harford Tech here.
Boy, that's a good point. Piercy almost loses it.
That's not Piercy. They have Bel Air has number 2,
Caden Morris.
Caden Morris in the ball game for them. Yes.
2 and 4.
There's a nice backdoor, and they didn't see him.
Piercy. Morris looking for the 3, can't get it. Tredenick. Piercy with that 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. That's Miller with the rebound. Battling, gets it up, won't fall. Looking for the foul, doesn't get the call. Rebound comes off to TJ Lowry. Lowry with the drive, gives it off. Basket by Hall.
Now the electricity went out.
Yeah, we've lost the scoreboard now. So let's see what that score was. 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17. It should be
2017.
17 to 15, 18, 2017 is the score I have on mine.
That's a 7-0 run for Harford Tech right now. It's gone from 20 to 10 to.
And just like that, we come back. Looks like they've shorted Harford Tech 2 points.
Well, they probably hadn't added that 2 in yet.
Yeah, it should be 2017. Scoreboard showing 2015.
The coach.
Dylan, I have to tell you that our monitor has gone out here, so we're not able to follow on the monitor.
The Harford Tech coach, Don, is asking about the 2-point. There it is.
There it is. Drew
now
Gill.
It's up.
Drew Gill, who played at Falston back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Oh, nice pass. Piercy to Miller. Miller brings it down, though. Now a turnaround jumper won't fall. Rebound comes into the hands of Enoch Weirdo. Now back out to Jamal Wright. Lowry, a little bit of a left-hander. Boy, what nice rebound. And converting is Corey Harris. Harris with 4, his team back within 1. Bob, it was 20-10 just a few moments ago. 9 straight points for the Harford Tech Cobras.
Absolutely. They've been out working, and the press has changed a lot of this. They haven't stolen anything yet. They haven't stolen any passes yet, but what has ended up happening is that they've basically come down the other end, Bel Air, and not finished off.
Bob, I think you made a good point. That press, while they haven't been able to steal the ball, it did speed up Bel Air and got Bel Air a little bit out of its game. Dylan out here trying to repair a monitor. Dylan, we had a young lady come by, and when she came by, it went dead. I don't know if she hit a wire. Now you're back on. Good job. Thank you.
Dylan, thank you.
Three minutes and 15 seconds left here in this first half.
It's a 2-2-1 press that they're putting on. A lot of times people use that just as a delay press, but Harford Tech's attacking out of it a little bit. And now they're being aggressive defensively in the half court.
That's Lowry with the block, saves it back in. Good takeaway. That's by Caden Morris. Oh, taken away by Wright on the bad pass. Wright driving, puts it up and it won't fall. Tredenick can't get it. Rebound goes in.
Corey Harris.
By Corey Harris. He's got 6 in this period. His team up by 1.
He's really come along as the period has progressed.
An 11-0 run for the Harford Tech Cobras. Bob, your point was well taken. That press just seems to have gotten Bel Air all discombobulated.
Yeah, they're trying to force things rather than just moving and getting it down and getting into their offense, which you can do against that press.
Sounds easy, but when they've got those clawing hands at you, it makes you want to speed up, when really you should be slowing down. Don't pick up your dribble. DMG with the save. Nice pass by DMG. Tredenick, no foul called.
It was all ball.
Behind.
That was all ball. I mean, that was an excellent defensive play on the ball.
2:25 left in the half.
Number 5's wide open in the middle here. If he'd have ran right down the middle, they'd have hit him for an easy layup.
Zach Lee, the number 5. Caden Morris. Morris driving, gets bumped, puts it up, can't get it to fall.
See, he had a guy wide open in the corner. The object of dribble drive is to get into the lane. If nobody shows, you score. If they do, you suck them in, you kick it out.
Driving, the foul will be called. I think it's on number 1, Cam Miller.
I'm not sure. Yep.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul. Foul is on Miller. That's his first. Team 7th. It'll be 1-1 from this point. For the line shooting 2 is Corey Harris.
You know, people don't want to step in front of people anymore and take a charge, it seems. They want to reach out with their hands and grab. And
Harris with 7 points all in this second period. His team up now by 2. This is the second. Miller with the rebound. In the corner by himself, off the rim, no good. That shot by Zach Lee.
So I wonder what percentage he shoots from 3.
You're just too open sometimes, Bob. Oh, nice drive. Great block by Miller. Whoa. It looked like Enoch Weirdo had a clear lane to the basket. Miller came out of nowhere and blocked it. Tredenick calling Miller out. Back to Miller. Miller driving. Cut off. Foul that's going to be called. That's going to be on Wright.
Now,
Team 6th.
just kind of shoving them out of bounds a little bit there.
Yeah.
Bel Air needs a basket here. They haven't scored for a long time.
Caden Morris will trigger it in. Official Jeff Rawls over to the scorers table explaining something, looking for 7 fouls on Bel Air. Just 6 now. 6 fouls. Next one, Bel Air will be shooting.
Okay, he's got the ball. You need to move.
D&G from the corner. Tries to get the pass, the no look. Knocked away. Driving, block, rebound. Looks like 25 in the ball game.
When you run like that, it's not the shooter. If the shooter misses the shot, it's who's going to be second to the ball. And Harford Tech kid number 1, Jamel Wright, was second to the ball, and he got a basket by hustling to be the second person.
Ethan Flegel in the ball game, the 6'4.5" senior.
So now we're at a 14-0 run.
14-0. Flegel gets it back out front. Lee from the corner, long, no good. Rebound, tie up. Nope, the foul is going to be called. Wright, the smallest man on the floor, against Flegel, probably the biggest man on the floor, and Flegel ends up with the foul. Wow, inside a minute. Bob, it's amazing. 14-0 run. Bobcats had
Bel Air stopped doing what they did in the beginning. They were running an offense. They were moving the ball. They were getting their big kids inside. They've got Kester on the bench, which is not helping them.
Right,
because he really helped them on the court. Makes the first. And consequently, Harford Tech's come down here and they've, just their speed has gotten them into one-on-one situations. And when they were playing one-on-one before, they weren't being effective, but now the court's kind of open, and they're beating Bel Air down the court. So
Wright makes them both. He's 3 for 3 from the line.
So now they're back in the zone again. And that's how you beat the zone. You just go middle.
Good pass, and can't convert. Flegel with the rebound.
That's a nice hustle on Flegel. Again, you shoot that layup. If you miss it, it's the second kid who needs to be there. And it was the Bel Air kid that time.
DMG off his hands. Harford Tech will retain possession. 40.5 seconds left in the half.
So that 16-0 run was finally ended with that score. Now we got substitute.
Looks like number 5, that's Jensen Perkovich, and son of the late great Paul Perkovich, athletic director at C. Milton Wright.
Who's been a friend to anybody in education. Paul was a great, great man.
Edgewood
huge loss.
High school, and he went to C. Milton Wright. Yeah, it was. Good to see his son, Jensen Perkovich, involved in athletics. 20 seconds on the shot clock. That's Perkovich with the ball. Weirdo. Oh,
nice
good
pass.
Give up. Weirdo making the pass to Hall. Hall with the conversion. Now, he's got now 9 points, does Hall.
Every time, it seems like every time that Harford Tech shares the basketball, it's a basket.
Good sportsmanship there as Tredenick goes down and Jamal Wright helps him up. Foul is going to be called against TJ Lowry. That's his second. Team's 7th. Shooting 1-on-1 will be Tredenick. Andrew Tredenick, 5'11" senior. Second year on the varsity, lacrosse player. Makes the first. Cuts the lead back to 6 at 28-23.
Well, that's 5, but we'll...
Oh, yeah, 5. 3 and... Oh, yeah, you're right. Math was always right. Now it's 4.
Now I see why they bring me here, Doc.
Driving one-hander. Oh, that ball almost went in. Rebound comes off, and out of bounds it goes. Nice
7 seconds. 7.2.
Zach Lee. Plenty of time. You can get it down.
Now, are they going to break the press off, or are they going to stay in the press?
Looks like they're dropping back. 6 seconds. Got to get it up. 3 seconds. Driving, and the ball will not fall. That ball did everything but go in,
Yeah.
and out of bounds it goes, and that will end the first half. A very exciting and interesting first half, Bob.
It's been exciting, actually. You know, I mean, the first game, there's been the mistakes that you see in the first games, but the hustle has been there. Some players on each team have had some excellent individual efforts. Defensively, they both have worked very hard. Sometimes not well, but very hard. It's going to be an interesting second half. I mean, it looked like at one point early, Bel Air had settled down and started to play, and they went up by 10. And then the next thing you know, Harford Tech settled down and got their act together, and then after a 16-0 run, you know, they were up 6.
It was 20-10, then 26-20 the lead for Harford Tech, and now here at half it's 28-24. The Tech Cobras leading by 4. Don't go away. We should have an exciting second half. It's the host Bel Air Bobcats versus the Harford Tech Cobras. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. We're back with you at Bel Air High School. The Bel Air Bobcats hosting the Harford Tech Cobras. Bob, a very interesting, entertaining first half. A half of runs where the Bobcats were up by 10. And then 16 straight points by Harford Tech. They're down 26-20. Make it 28-24 at the half. A very exciting first half.
You're right. It was a half of runs, and it looked like Bel Air settled quickest of the two teams. And then it was like all of a sudden they wanted to play street ball. And Harford Tech came along and started doing things right, and they turned to their 2-2-1 press. That had an immediate effect, you know, on the basketball game, and they rode with that until they ran off the 16 straight points. Then Bel Air scored a couple. They scored, and Harford Tech scored again. Bel Air scored another 2, and now it's 28-24. And I can't wait till the half starts because I don't know which team's going to show up and how long they're going to play. And
yeah, that press really made a difference. And also, Bob, you and I were talking off air. Brandon Kestner for Bel Air played an excellent game in the first period. He got his second foul and went out late in that first period. And that's sort of when the Bobcats begin to implode.
That's when they went on that 16-0 run. So, I mean, that was a part of it.
Miller did a nice job for the Bobcats as a rebounder. And the kid, again, that both of us were impressed with, TJ Lowry for Harford Tech, some great passes.
Well, he sees the floor. I mean, he's a kid who can push the ball down the floor and then gives it to the right person at the right time. Very unselfish player, smart on the floor. Okay, Don, what's our...
Yeah, that's Harford Cable Network's doing a great thing. The HCN Foundation hosting an evening with Emma Klein and Jeremiah Lloyd Harmon on Saturday, December the 14th in the HCC's Chesapeake Theater. Emma and Jeremiah were finalists on the last season of American Idol. So it'll be an amazing concert. Show is sure to sell out, so get your tickets now. HarfordCableFoundation.org. Sounds like a great time.
It sure does.
Yeah, American Idol finalists. That's pretty good. We're underway here as we start the second half. The Cobras, a little one-hander, doesn't fall. Rebound comes to the Cobras. Wright with the ball. Lowry, baseline jumper, good.
See, he does everything under control.
That's 6 points for Lowry. His team now up by 6 at 30-24. Miller, great catch. Can't convert. Rebound comes off into the hands of Corey Harris. Tech on the move. Hall with the jumper. Doesn't draw iron. Piercy with the rebound. Here come the Bobcats.
It's back court.
Boy, good call there by the official, Tommy Awald. Miller thought he had gotten across, but he
was in the air, and it's where you left the ground from. It's not where you land.
Yep, you had to establish position, which he had not.
He did not do it.
Good job by Tommy Awald. See, Bob, we're complimenting an official. How's that feel?
Well, it hurts right now.
Oh, nice block. Rebound, that's Kestner, but taken away by the Cobras. Good job by Weirdo. Weirdo looking for Lowry. Lowry cut off by TMG. Here's Weirdo, almost a walk. Floating one-hander is good by Jamal Wright. He's got 5.
I actually like it now when the officials make the right call because it makes the game so much better.
Absolutely. Oh, that was a sort of an interception by the back of his hand by Lowry. I don't know how he saw that. Pass out front. Nice ball movement by Tech. Weirdo driving. Reverse one-hander, check not Weirdo. That was Corey Harris.
And so it was almost like they opened up a lane for him to go right to the basket and lay the ball in the basket.
Harris with 9 now.
I mean, when you play teams that dribble drive like that, you've got to have a second guy step in and shut him and push him back.
Foul on Wright. His second. In the ball game for the Bobcats comes Jordan Reiswig. Sitting down is Cam Miller. Ten-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Harford Tech. Tredenick driving, out of control, one-hander, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Harris.
They're tough shots. I mean, you're down 10 now. It's, you know, Harford Tech just ran another 6 straight off.
Tredenick with his 3rd foul.
So you go from down 4 to start the quarter, and you give up 6 quick points in less than 2 minutes, and you haven't scored, so now you're down 10.
Danger time for Bel Air right here.
Yeah, when Bel Air goes down the ends.
Oh, that's a nice play by Harris. Harris has got 11. A bit of a hesitation.
Bel Air's got to run a play here where they get a basket, where it's everything set up for an easy basket.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Rebound.
Now, if he'd have stayed square and went straight up and shot it, maybe.
Weirdo. 3 doesn't get the fall. Piercy with the rebound.
Adam.
There's Kessner. Jumper won't fall. Hall with the rebound. Foul called. Looks like they're going to call it on Hall. His first.
Zach Lee getting ready to come in, a sophomore.
Zach had that 3-pointer in the first half. Tredenick sits down with 3 fouls. Probably right. The Bobcats have to set a play, have to make a basket here.
Yeah, and they've got to take a good shot.
Kessner, there's that little baby hook. Should have fallen, didn't. Rebound to Hunt.
Probably a half a foot further than he needed to be.
Here's Hall with the drive. Hall with a running one-hander. He's got 11. Well, that's his shot, Bob.
It is. You know, almost everything for him has been that drive to the baskets.
Out of bounds. Stay with Bel Air. Now 3 minutes here into the 3rd period. It's been all Harford Tech.
Uh-oh.
Now McKissitt in the game. We were told that he might not play. Curtis McKissitt, who was a starter last year, a football player, injured the leg. Excellent football player. Good to see Curtis in the ball game. Piercy, the one-hander, can't get it to fall. Rebound, that was McKissitt.
See, he's flying to the left shooting that shot. That shot rarely goes in.
Lowry says, come set a string. I want to get this shot off, and he does. Maybe not. McKissitt with the rebound in the basket.
He was probably sitting on the bench. Coach, I'm ready. I don't care what they say, Coach. I'm healthy.
Great.
I can at least get 4 or 5 minutes in here. You know, give me a shot here.
Timeout called.
No, it's a 10-second violation. They didn't get it over. Now we talk about Bel Air hasn't scored this half, and Harford Tech has run 12 straight off this time.
Yeah.
16 the last time, 12 straight so far. And Bel Air's got to get a good shot. You got to run something. You put the ball in the basket. Maybe
Long
get fouled.
shot.
That's too far.
Front of the rim, no good. Kessner comes up with that loose ball rebound. Maybe the first mistake that Tech has made in the last 10 minutes. Kessner spinning, looking to shoot. Baby one-hander. Again, no good. Nice rebound. That's Reiswig.
Well, there you go. Get the ball inside and get fouled. Nothing else. And get some free throws.
Kessner's had a couple of those little baby hooks. Neither one gone down. Reiswig with a nice rebound. Reiswig yet to score.
Yeah, senior forward starts for them sometime. There was thoughts about him starting today, and something changed, but
Paul sits down.
a nice free throw.
R.J. Hinton Jr. in the ball game for Tech.
So the 12-point run is now ended.
Makes the second cleanly.
Well, now Bel Air has to get their spurt before the end of the half. They can't let this get more than 14. I mean, they got to get it under double figures before the third or fourth quarter starts.
Traveling is the call. A little bit out of control was R.J. Hinton Jr. just in the ball game. Now that's tough when you're sitting. It's like a baseball player coming off the bench to bat. You're not in the flow of the game. Walk is the call. Well, Tommy Abald has been right on top of that play.
I'd like to see it again because I'm not as sure it was a walk.
He shuffled those feet.
Well, I'm not sure the feet moved. I think he shook his knees to go and didn't go. But the officials always call that. I mean, it's very tough. It looks completely like it. Very tough not to make that call.
Nice block. Good save inbounds by Lee from the Bobcats.
There you go. Now we're running a play here.
Dominic McKinney-George, the sophomore point guard. Looks like the fouls are going to be called on Weirdo. Well, you can see that DMG, Dominic McKinney-George, has lots of talent. As a young sophomore, he's just going to get better and better.
Yeah.
C.J. Scandalous Jr. in the ball game for the Harford Tech Cobras.
He obviously, DMG, he's young and there's some experience and some things he has to learn. And when he does, he's going to become a very good ball player for them.
Errant pass goes out of bounds, an unforced error by the Bobcats. 2:47 left in the third. As you see, a 14-point lead for the Cobras. Timeout. Officials timeout. Jeff Rawls is going to straighten something out at the scorer's table. Drew Gill up off the bench for the Cobras.
So it's 12-2 run this half, or this third period.
Yeah. Coming off that 16-point run in the second period. So it has been the Cobras.
Those two runs have more points than Bel Air.
Yeah.
28-26.
Back out front it comes. Driving. Nice rebound. McKissitt almost had it. Piercy comes away with it. Now here comes DMG. Carter with, I should say, Wright with the foul, his third foul, second of this period. Harford Tech has any issue, they've got 5 fouls now in this half, so 2 more and Bel Air will be shooting.
Oh, you gotta look, son. he had Kessner wide open coming in, and he didn't look at the first man. He just focused on the other spot. And
Zach Lee's got 5 seconds to get it in, does so. Nice give up. Kessner with the shot. Good play by DMG, and Kessner converts. He's got 6.
And that's a point guard play right there.
Yeah. Draw the defender to you.
Understand where you're going to go with it once you do it. Travel.
Driving, travel is the call. That's Ryan Hunt, the football quarterback. Ryan didn't play basketball last year. Gave it up to concentrate on football. Came back to play basketball this year after finishing his 3rd year as the football quarterback.
Playing in a pair of track shoes, it looks like.
Right with the takeaway. Hinton puts it up, can't get it to fall. McKissitt won't fall, out of bounds it goes. We're just so happy to see young Curtis McKissitt on the court. It's no fun, Bob, in your senior year to be injured and not be able to play.
You're absolutely right.
Here comes that press again. Minute 40 and counting. Piercy thinks about the 3, doesn't take it, gets it to Kessner. That's Miller with the rebound. Can't get it to fall.
I should have grabbed that, brought it back down, and gone back up with it again.
Point. Hunt with the rebound. Minute 20. McKissick can't get it to fall. Miller with the rebound, Karam. Good job by Piercy to wait for his teammates. Miller driving, now he makes it. Cam Miller, he's got 6.
That's a nice drive right there.
It was.
Thought he may have gotten fouled too, but
turnover, Harford Tech. Now they're back within 10, Bob. You said they've got to get it back within single digits.
Got to get it under, single digits and as low into single digits as possible, obviously.
Minute 1 left here in this third period. Dominic McKinney-George.
Now they're back into their 1-4 again. There's the roll.
Miller. Oh, it won't fall. Miller gets his own rebound. Foul from behind by McKissick.
He ran that play twice. They scored on it the first time, and this time here they got foul, and they're going to go to the free throw line. Ought to run that play again sometime, huh?
Yeah. Looks like Bradley Hall, 23, coming back in along with Lowry. Cam Miller, big shots, obviously.
Nice.
Now we have that single digits.
Well, that's what we're hoping for, to get it down so we can see an end of the game contest.
Maybe overtime?
Raise.
Oh, the folks in the truck just sort of cringe whenever I root for overtime. They love it.
Yeah.
That one doesn't fall. McKissick with the rebound. Here comes Lowry. Oh, nice pass. Can't convert, though. Hunt. Check it, Hall. Hinton with the rebound. There's Hunt.
That's a tough shot.
Piercy with the long rebound.
It's a fadeaway hope. Now there's a smart play by the sophomore guard right there.
Yep, Notch firing up that three-pointer.
Get his team settled and run something.
16 seconds now. Now here's a breakout, and it won't fall. Boy, that would have been a big shot. 10 seconds left. Zach Lee unable to convert. Now let's see if that goes. No, it won't. Ball bounce around 1 second.
That's good if it goes.
Oh my goodness, almost. Good try by Piercy, showing a lot of range. So now it's 40-31, Bob, and you got to give the Bobcats credit. If they could have caved in and looked like the game could have gotten out of hand, back within single digits as we approach the last 8 minutes.
Yeah, I was just watching the official there, the trail official, who, if that shot would have gone in, it would have been very interesting to try to find where he was standing and to see what he would have called from where he was. So he got bailed out by that miss.
So it's 40-31 as we go to the final 8 minutes. An exciting basketball game. Harford Tech, Bob, I think when they went to that pressure in the first half, seemed to change the whole aspect of the game.
The dynamics are different.
Yeah.
For sure.
Looks like the leading scores, 11 points for Harris and 11 points for Bradley Hall.
Yeah, Bradley Hall has had his runs for Harford Tech.
For Bel Air, it's 7 points apiece for Cam Miller and for Adam Piercy.
Bringing in McKissick has given Harford Tech a bit more bulk inside, and has maybe slowed down the Bel Air big kids a little bit.
So here we go now. DMG, I like it.
Well, there are 5 athletes on the floor right now there's that play again, except this time they shut it off.
Running one-hander, Piercy.
Did he call that bank? Did that go off the glass?
No. Oh, nice.
That's Lowry. Yeah.
That's Lowry. He's got 8.
Can't let him go.
Nobody picked him up. He went right to the free throw line and a turnover.
The Prescotto on that one.
That ball will not fall. Miller come up with the loose ball.
And what do you want to run?
Piercy. Back for the 3. Off the top of the backboard. Long rebound comes out to Hinton. Hinton driving left-hander. Boy, he's come off the bench and given him some good minutes. He has. 5. 44-33, and it's an 11-point lead.
Look under. Too
Piercy,
late.
that running one-hander missed the man.
That's not a good shot.
Looking for the three. Off the front of the rim, no good. McKissick, a left-handed. Oh, I'm going to say that he planned it that way.
I have to say that he has really been a revelation coming into the basketball game.
Great pass. Great conversion.
Ooh, there was a shove under there, too.
Pass from Lee. Miller with the conversion. He's
the
got
official
9.
was in great position to see it.
What a drive. That's
Lowry.
by TJ Lowry. He's got 10.
Well, the offensive game has been picking up for one team now.
Remember how slow it was to start. Nobody was scoring. First time we've seen the long three-pointer. No good. Piercy with a long rebound. Lee thinks about it. Gives it up to Piercy. Piercy, no, off the front of the rim. Miller with the rebound. Fall away. Won't fall.
You can't make that shot.
Rebound to Hinton. Harris. Off to McKissick. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound Hall. And now the rebound Miller. Miller's got to be in double figures rebound.
Yeah, I think so.
Piercy driving. Blocked by the side of the backboard. Good idea, just couldn't get it up in time. Lowry. Kessner backs it out to Piercy.
Well, they only need about a 6-second shot clock for this right now. Just get it up and let it go.
Dominic McKinney-George. Miller. Miller drives, cut off. I think the foul's on McKissick. Yep. Calling on McKissick. That's his second.
I think he's coming out now. I think
that's a team 7th, so they'll be in the 1-on-1 from here on. But this is a 2-shot foul.
Well, they got it to 9 right before the half, and now it's back up to 13. 5 minutes to go, Don. I mean, we're running out of time here.
McKissick will sit. Travis Walls, sophomore, comes in. I think the first time we've seen him, number 15. Timeout.
Yes.
Harford Tech. Yeah, this has been a game, as you said, Bob, of trends where the Bobcats looked like they were in control, leading by 20-10. Harford Tech put that press on and has simply turned the whole dynamics of the game around.
Yep.
Good way to start our season. We have a 10-game schedule for you. Cheerleading. We'll also have swimming, girls swimming this year. Wrestling, girls basketball, boys basketball. Our 26th season, Bob, on the air on Harford Cable Network. Told you about that big event coming up. The HCN Foundation hosting an evening with Emma Klein and Jeremiah Lloyd Harmon, Saturday, December the 14th in the HCC's Chesapeake Theater. Him and Jeremiah were finalists on the last season of American Idol. It'll be an amazing concert, so be sure to get your tickets. They're sure to sell out. Speaking of selling out, it's not a sellout here tonight, Bob, but a nice crowd, especially on the side where we are, the student side.
Yes.
Late arriving crowd because of the early start of the game. A Thursday night as we kick off the 2019-2020 basketball season. Havre Grace last year, Bob, 22-0 in the Susquehanna division, moving up to the Chesapeake. Havre Grace, 22-0 in the Susquehanna.
They're not playing here tonight, right?
They're not.
Okay.
We're talking about the teams that to look for this year. Singleton Wright, always the team you want to look out for. Rebound by Jordan Ricewig. I think they're going to call a travel. Yeah, that's the call. Yeah, both Havre Grace and Elkton moved up from the Susquehanna to the Chesapeake, so be interesting to see if Havre Grace would beat all 4 of the Chesapeake teams they played last year, if they can continue. Lowry, that travel. He got out of control. He was expecting the new man in the ball game.
Yeah, to come around and get the ball from him.
Travis Walls, and Travis did not, so Lowry ended up walking with the basketball.
Well, we have Tredinick back in the ball game. We haven't seen him for a while.
Tredinick puts it up. He will be fouled. I think that foul's going to go against. I think it's against T.J. Lowry.
It's against number 12.
No, that's McKissitt. He's no longer in there. It is T.J. Lowry.
13. Okay.
His third of the game. But Bob, you have to make those free throws,
and
don't
they're
you?
not making those either.
Tredinick had made his 2 that he had in the first half. He missed that first one. Andrew Tredinick, a lacrosse player, second-year varsity basketball player, makes the second. Coming up on the 4-minute, 30-second left in the game. Lowry running one-hander. Boy, that's a nice rebound. That's by Walls, just in the ball game. Gets the rebound basket.
Harford Tech back in that press again. Under the basket, nice movement.
Nice pass.
Pass, layup. That's how you break a press.
Basket by Ryswick. That pass was by Mason Bosley.
Oh, what a play by Bradley Hall. That running floater. I hate those running floaters.
They just look bad.
Well, they look like they look like, oh, I'm great. I can make this running floater, but then you miss the next 6 of them.
In our day, the coach would have sat you down if you'd have shot that ball, huh? Now it seems to be the shot of choice.
He may have set me down if I shot the ball.
I tell you, this young man Hall, he is a spurt shooter. He's got 13 now. Actually 15. Average only 3.8 points per ball game. Interception by the Cobras. Yep, it's going to be an offensive foul. A bit out of control there was Corey Harris.
He was out of control. But the other kid was standing there for a long time.
That's Harris's 3rd foul. Offensive foul, the 9th foul of the half for the Cobras. Carter back, or I should say Wright, Jamal Wright back in the ball game. Cam Lewis, number 32, just in the game for Bel Air. DMG back. He'll replace number 5, Zach Lee. Dominic McKinney-George, known to his coaches and teammates and his fans as DMG. Just a sophomore. Oh, what a block. That by Cam Miller. Bradley Hall says, hey, that's okay. It's still our ball.
Bradley Hall just gave a little sign like, I should have faked you and gone by you, instead of had it knocked down my throat.
Sitting down is Cam Lewis. Back in the ball game is Zach Lee. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Tredinick, and doesn't get the, it looks like he came down awkwardly on that ankle. Nice interception. Back for 3. Lowry puts it up and good.
Yeah, all of a sudden when he thought he was open,
he got well, huh?
Yep. Got really well.
Miller driving. Good. Bob, that's the guy you don't want to get in his way when he's driving.
Nobody did. That was part of the problem for Tech.
The parting of the Red Sea, huh? With T.J. Lowry now with, let's see, 7 points in this period. He's got 13. Hall will sit down. Back in the game is Kessner for Bel Air. Ryswick will sit. For the Cobras, Travis Walls back in the game. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, it's a shame. They need every point they can get right now.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the contest. 17-point lead. Taken away. That's Zach Lee with the basketball. Gets it to Kessner. Kessner to DMG in the corner. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Here comes Perkovich. Lowry. Perkovich. Off the front of the rim, no good.
Perk was calling for that. I got this one. Give me that pass.
Jensen Perkovich, sophomore, 5'11", 140-pounder. 10th foul for Harford Tech. Into double bonus from here on out. Cam Miller shooting the two. Miller averaged 19 points a game last year as a junior. He's got 11-12 so far in this game.
Well, you can see around the basket, I mean, him just getting the ball and putting it back in and driving to the basket, and like you said, and everybody moving out of the way because they don't want to get hit.
Jared Monroe in the ball game for Harford Tech.
Tech coach is clearing his bench a little bit, giving some people some time here.
Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Perkovich. Lowry. Back to Perkovich. Running one-hander, blocked by Kessner. Zach Lee gives it all from the corner. Good. That's Stradinic. That's the three-point shot they've been looking for. 57-43. It's a 14-point lead. Minute 50. Timeout, Harford Tech. Bob, you never want to say it's over, but a 14-point lead with a minute 49 left. Looks like the Harford Tech Cobras are going to go away with a road win.
Yes, it's tough now at this point. I mean, can it be done if everything goes your way? Yes, but
that means you've got to talking to his team.
You've got to steal the basketball. You've got to put the ball in the baskets. You know, you have to use your timeouts at some point so you can press. And I haven't really seen Bel Air pressure Harford Tech tonight. I think they're a little wary of their speed.
There you see Alex Darko talking to his team.
Yeah.
Alex in his 6th year as head coach at the Bel Air program. Spent 5 years with the JV program.
And part of this, Don, may be just a difference in the leagues. I mean, you know, the Chesapeake is the better league.
Yeah.
And Harford Tech played in that last year and was very good in it last year. And
finished in a second place tie with the Joppatown Mariners, second only to the runaway Havre de Grace Warriors.
Yeah. So but Bel Air has made it a fight in spurts.
Yeah. Lowry driving, blocked again by Miller, his second block here in this period. Eight seconds left on the shot clock. Lowry. 4 seconds. Putting it up off the back of the rim, or backboard actually. Miller with the rebound.
Boy, he went and got that one.
Cam Miller, 6'4.5". DMG driving, good.
Nice pass.
Great pass. Again, Bob, you said that's what you want to see a point guard do.
That's what I want to see him do. I've been looking for that all ball game.
Yep.
And I really focus on point guards because they control the game, and the younger point guards have a lot to learn and a lot of things. And I want to see how they adjust, how they learn, and because we're going to see him for 3 years.
Yes, we are.
And he's coming along.
Kester now with 7. Make it 8.
The best part of a point guard's game should be from his neck up.
Lowry with the 3. Oh, nice rebound. Can't get it to fall, though. Out of bounds it goes. It goes to the Bobcats.
12 points in a minute, huh?
By that you mean,
in
of course,
4 seconds.
Thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because as a point guard, your job is to make everybody else look good.
Your job is to get your team to do the things that your coach wants them to do, and for you to do to be in charge and to make the team good.
You said it, Bob. As a sophomore, it takes a special kid to come in and be able to direct that offense.
It does. I mean, at Aberdeen, I can think of one sophomore that I had play for me like that, and that was the late Monroe Brown, who was a heck of a basketball player for us. Went and played at Penn State. you know. But it took a special kid like that to be
Yep.
able to come up and play.
Kessner shooting 2 again. It's 3 in a row for Brandon Kessner. Averaged 8 points a game last year. He's now got 9. Looking for double figures. Foul, by the way, was on Jarrett Monroe. 53.1 seconds left in the game. Makes them both. Tommy Awalt says you can't do that. Jamal Wright pats Zach Lee on the head.
Well, you know, how quick can Bel Air extend the possessions on this game with fouls and with steals or whatever? But how many possessions can they get in 51.8 seconds?
Down just by 10.
Exactly. I mean, if they get 5 possessions to none and they hit 5 shots, it's at least a tie ball game. But
at some point they have to start fouling. They've only got 4 fouls as a team.
I think he really tried to foul right there, but I think the official just ignored it.
There's the foul.
Because you got to foul a lot quicker than that. I mean,
that's only the 15th foul, so they've got to do 2 more fouls before they can put them on the line.
Well, he gave up 11 seconds for them to get the ball back again. Foul him. That's it.
And still, that's only the 15th foul.
Okay.
Or 16th foul. Let's see, they didn't put up the 6th one. I think that's a 16th foul. Shows 4 on the scoreboard, but I think it's 6. The double dribble or a kick that's being called.
He called a double dribble on Miller.
They're still showing 16 fouls. I think it's actually
4. It's 4 they're showing.
It's actually 6, I think.
But they're showing 4.
I know.
So you can't let them.
Foul was called. I think, according to my scorebook, that's the 7th, but they still haven't moved off the 4.
Well, if they never move off the 4, they'll never shoot 1-on-1.
35 seconds left in the game. Trying to foul him, but yeah, they finally do. They're still showing 4 on the scoreboard.
No, now it's 5.
Huh. Yeah. DMG in the ball game.
That's why one of the jobs of the assistant coach sitting on the bench is to take team fouls down, so you know that they're what's up on the scoreboard.
And the scoreboard could be correct. My are very unofficial, obviously.
But that's why you have a coach do it, just to make sure.
They're showing just 5 fouls, so again, 2 more before they start shooting. And there's the 6th. So now the next one they'll shoot with only 29 seconds left, though.
Yeah, from where they started at 51.8.
Obviously, you'd like to steal the ball rather than foul.
Well, that's what you really should be trying to do, is just go in there.
Now they upped it to 7, so they had missed the 1. So now it is 17 fouls, and they will be shooting 1-and-1. The they being Enoch Weirdu. Exactly what Bel Air wanted to have happen. But then they turned the ball over.
Oh, Perk, come on. Trying to root for the young boy.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Bel Air's ball. 22.5 seconds down by 10. Got to put it up. Wraparound pass doesn't work. 12 seconds. Now they should just run the clock out with 8 seconds. 57-47. That looks like the way our game will end. As the Harford Tech Cobras go to 1-0, the Bobcats 0-1 in this lid lifter for the 2019-20 basketball season. We'll come back, wrap it up for you, talk to some of the stars of the game. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Bel Air High School, a much quieter Bel Air High School, where the Harford Tech Cobras have completed a victory of 57-47, a 10-point game. With me, TJ Lowry. TJ, T.J. Lowry Jr. T.J. stands for?
Terrell Dana Lowry Jr.
Very nice, very good. Congratulations on a great game. You all played well. I thought Bel Air had a tough game in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to sort of slow the ball down, but you put the pressure on, seemed to make a difference.
Yes, sir. Well, Bel Air is a very good team, and at first they had us, but when we went into the second half, we was like, all right, we got to turn up the pressure. So after that, it was on.
TJ, you were telling us off camera that you want to be you're in sports medicine, and that's sort of is the career path you want to take.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that if you would.
So I'm in the sports med program run by Mr. Moore. I'm looking to be either a strength and conditioning coach or a personal trainer. I think I'm really good with like helping people get better.
And of course, as everybody at Harford Tech, you left your home community,
Mm-hmm.
so it would have been Edgewood. You live in Abingdon, and you go to Harford Tech. What kind of a decision was that? Was that a tough decision for you?
Yeah, kind of it was, because I'm leaving all my friends, but I had to focus on me and get myself right.
Talk about Harford Tech. How's it been for you?
Oh, Harvard Tech is amazing. It's a great school. Mr. Collins, he's a great principal. Mr. Hoagland, great principal. Ms. McMichael, great principal. It's an amazing school.
Talk about your basketball game. We're very impressed with your passing, especially.
Thank you. So a basketball game, I feel like I make everybody better. I think that if I get it going, then everybody else will get it going, and I like to help people get into their game as well.
Talk about your team. What are your goals this year?
First, we want to win the county championship, and then go on to regionals, and then state championship. That's the main goal, and just to win.
And of course, that first win, you can't win the second game unless you win the first one. Bob McCone, what do you want to ask this young man?
No, the only thing I would say, TJ, is what I thought you did tonight was I thought you did bring your teammates into the basketball game,
Mm-hmm.
especially early on.
Mm-hmm.
Passed the basketball exceptionally well.
Thank you.
What do you see when you're coming down the court? What are you looking for?
What I'm looking for if the defender if the defender goes to me. If he comes to me, I'm dishing it off. If he stays with one of my teammates, it's a finish at the rim. So.
Great. The floating one-handers, that little floating shot. Yeah. When are you going to lose that shot? Because I'm waiting for you to make one of them.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's going tonight. It's going tonight. Yes, sir.
It'll be a good vacation for you.
Yes,
because
sir.
you'll score more and take less shots.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, TJ Lowry, thank you so much. Go be with your teammates. Congratulations. Good luck now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good one.
What a nice young man, huh?
He's a great young man. Yes.
Yeah, good ball game. Again, the Bel Air Bobcats led by 20-10, but then that 16-point run that Harvard Tech went on, I should be having this mic at my head, shouldn't I? Yeah. That 16-point run that they went on, fueled by that pressing defense, really made a difference.
When they put the 2-2-1 on, all of a sudden they became more aggressive. Not necessarily at Bel Air, but they became more aggressive in all phases of the game. And they stopped the Bel Air run at that point, and then all of a sudden they went off on their own 16-0 run, and that was in the first half. Then as the second half started, they went on a 12-0 run with that press, and that was really the difference. In
Bob, hang on, Cam Miller. Let's call Cam over. Cam was involved with talking with his team. Cam, a good ball game, rebounds. How many rebounds did you have?
We didn't really discuss personal stats, just as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you were up 20-10. You had to feel good about your team at that point. What happened?
I just feel like we just need to come more together, like know how to close things out. Like going up at such a big lead, know how to keep that lead, maintain it. Play more.
Talk about their press. That seemed to really, as Bob said, it didn't really. They didn't steal the ball that much, but it made you speed up, and it seemed like it got you out of your game.
Well, our game plan was to just play at our pace. So, like, when they was pressing us, we kind of had to just, like, maintain ourselves, not, like, rowdy ourselves and stuff. It's more of a mental thing,
Yeah. Cam Miller, one of the outstanding players. Bob McCone, questions?
Yeah, they went on. You guys were up 20-10, and they went on a 16. As soon as they put their press on, they went on a 16-0 run, and then it was 26-20 at that particular point. Then the half ended at 28-24 in them. Then they came out with another 12-0 run in the same thing. The big guys, you and Kessner, had a great early on in the first half. Never seemed to get that together again. But I saw a lot of good things on your team. What do you think is a specific thing that you need to work on a little bit to take you to that, to get you through that, to stop a run like that and to get you back into the ball game?
I think we just need to get more better at controlling like our adjustments, like knowing what kind of adjustments to make. Like when they threw the trap at us, we were kind of caught off guard. So like knowing how to adjust to their adjustments played a lot in that loss.
I thought your press break early on, like you said, you weren't probably thinking, because I'm not sure you were getting into the spots that you talk about in practice. And so that's part of what you're saying about the.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So that can be fixed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Cam Miller, thanks so much for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Be well.
You too.
There he goes. There's Cam Miller. Thank you so much.
Cam, great job.
So let's wrap it up, Bob. Again, it was 57-47 the final score. We had a chance to meet and talk to T.J. Lowry, had 13 points. Bradley Hall had 15 points, also played well. We were impressed with them. Young man, we met Cam Miller with 11 points. He led his team. 10 points for Brandon Kessner. Again, we talked about the young guard, Dominic McKinney-George. Over the next couple of years, I think that's a name that folks are going to be hearing.
Yes, he's at a point right now where he has the talent to play. What he's learning right now through the experience is when to do the things that's necessary to do and to find out what he can do and what he can't do, because the varsity level is completely different than the JV level.
Yep.
And he had some problems tonight, but he also had a lot of signs showing that as he grows and gets the experience, that he's going to become a very good player as he continues to work at it and gains, and he keeps himself humble. That's that's huge.
Bob McCone, thank you so much. A pleasure doing the games with you as always. Again, hope you enjoyed it. 57-47 the final score. Harford Tech 1-0, Bel Air 0-1. Again, for my partner, Bob McCone. Thanks very much for tuning in. Good night, everyone.